What if I told you that the habit killing most seniors isn't smoking, isn't lack of exercise, and staying up late? It's only ranked third. In fact, the #1 longevity thief is something you probably do every single day without even realizing it. And here's the shocking part. Medical researchers discovered that this one habit can subtract up to 15 years from your lifespan. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what these 4 deadly habits are, why they're so dangerous, and most importantly, how to reverse the damage starting today. Let's dive in. Before we reveal these 4 lifespan-stealing habits, let me share why this information matters so much. According to a landmark study published in the Journal of the American Geriatrics Society, researchers followed over 50,000 seniors for 2 decades. What they discovered was groundbreaking. It wasn't just genetics or luck that determined who lived vibrant lives into their 90s and beyond. It was 4 specific behavioral patterns. And here's what makes this research so powerful. These habits are completely reversible. You can start making changes today, regardless of your age, and see measurable improvements in just weeks. So whether you're watching this for yourself or for a parent or grandparent you love, stay with me. This could literally add years to your life. Let's start with habit number 4, social isolation. Now you might be thinking, how can being alone actually shorten my life? But the science is absolutely clear on this. A comprehensive study from Brigham Young University analyzed data from 3.4 million people and found that social isolation increases mortality risk by 29%. That's comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Here's what happens inside your body when you're chronically isolated. Your stress hormone, cortisol, remains elevated. Your immune system weakens. Inflammation increases throughout your body. Your brain literally begins to shrink in areas responsible for memory and cognition. Dr. Julianne Holt-Lundstad, who led the research, said something that stopped me in my tracks. The magnitude of the risk from social isolation rivals that of obesity, physical inactivity, and even air pollution. But here's the insidious part. Social isolation often happens gradually. Maybe you retired and lost daily contact with coworkers. Perhaps your children moved away. Friends passed away. Mobility became challenging. Before you know it, days go by without meaningful human connection. And let me be clear, I'm not talking about being alone sometimes. Solitude can be healthy. I'm talking about chronic loneliness, the feeling that you lack meaningful social connections. The solution. First, quality matters more than quantity. Having 3 close friends you see regularly is far better than having 50 acquaintances. Join a club, volunteer, take a class, attend religious services, or join a walking group. Technology can help too. Video calls with family, online communities centered around your interests. One study found that seniors who volunteered just 2 hours per week had a 44% lower risk of early death. That's powerful medicine that costs nothing. Now we reach habit number 3, the one you probably expected to be higher on this list: staying up late and poor sleep quality. And yes, this is a serious longevity thief, but as you'll soon see, it's not the worst offender. Here's what most people don't understand about sleep and aging. As we get older, our sleep architecture changes. We produce less melatonin, we wake up more frequently, and we spend less time in deep restorative sleep. But here's the critical point. Just because these changes are common doesn't mean they're harmless. A study from Harvard Medical School followed 2,800 seniors and found that those who regularly got less than 5 hours of sleep per night had double the risk of dying over a 14-year period compared to those who slept 7 hours. But here's the twist. Sleeping more than 9 hours was also associated with increased mortality. There's a sweet spot. When you don't get adequate sleep,
Here's what happens. Your brain can't clear out toxic proteins that accumulate during the day, proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease. Your body can't repair cellular damage. Your immune system becomes compromised. Your blood sugar regulation gets thrown off, increasing diabetes risk. Your blood pressure stays elevated. Your decision-making suffers, increasing accident risk. Dr. Matthew Walker, author of Why We Sleep, calls sleep the single most effective thing we can do to reset our brain and body health each day. But here's where seniors often get trapped. They go to bed at 8 p.m. because they're tired, wake up at 3 a.m., can't fall back asleep, then nap during the day, which makes nighttime sleep even worse. It's a vicious cycle. The solution: first, stick to a consistent sleep schedule. Same bedtime and wake time, even on weekends. Your body loves routine. Second, get morning sunlight exposure. This helps reset your circadian rhythm. Third, limit naps to 20 to 30 minutes before 3 p.m. Fifth, create a cool, dark, quiet bedroom environment. Sixth, avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. That blue light suppresses melatonin production. And here's a game changer many don't know about. Exercise, but not within 3 hours of bedtime. Seniors who exercise regularly fall asleep faster and sleep more deeply. If you're still struggling after trying these strategies, talk to your doctor. Sleep apnea affects up to 40% of seniors and is treatable, but many don't realize they have it.
Here's where things get really interesting. Habit number 2 is prolonged sitting. And this one surprises most people because we've been told that lack of exercise is the problem. But cutting-edge research shows it's not just about whether you exercise, it's about how much you sit, even if you do exercise. Let me explain this carefully because it's counterintuitive. You could go to the gym for an hour every morning, but if you then sit for the next 10 hours, watching TV, reading, working on the computer, that prolonged sitting is independently dangerous. Scientists now call it the new smoking. A landmark study published in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine followed 93,000 older women and found that those who sat for more than 11 hours a day had a 12% higher risk of premature death compared to those who sat for less than 4 hours daily. Even more shocking, this risk persisted regardless of their exercise habits. Here's what happens inside your body during prolonged sitting. Your metabolism slows to a crawl. Your muscles stop contracting, so they stop pulling sugar from your bloodstream, leading to insulin resistance. Blood flow decreases. Your HDL, the good cholesterol, drops. Enzymes that break down fats decrease by 90%. Electrical activity in your leg muscles shuts off. Your calorie burn drops to 1 calorie per minute. Dr. James Levine from the Mayo Clinic put it bluntly: sitting is more dangerous than smoking, kills more people than HIV, and is more treacherous than parachuting. We are sitting ourselves to death. For seniors, this is particularly dangerous because sitting also accelerates muscle loss, increases fall risk, and contributes to the frailty that steals independence. The solution: the magic number is this: break up sitting every 30 minutes. You don't need to do jumping jacks. Just stand up, walk around for 2 to 3 minutes, do some gentle stretches, set a timer if you need to. Here are practical strategies. Stand during phone calls. Do household chores in smaller, more frequent bursts throughout the day. If you watch TV, stand or walk in place during commercials. Consider a standing desk for computer work or alternate between sitting and standing. Walk after meals, even just 10 minutes. This is especially powerful because it helps control blood sugar spikes. Garden, which involves natural movement variation. Take the stairs whenever possible. One fascinating study found that people who fidget, yes, those annoying little movements, burn up to 350 extra calories per day and have better metabolic health. Your body is designed for frequent movement, not sustained stillness. And here's an easy implementation tip. Break up sitting with social connection.
Call a friend and walk while you talk. Meet friends for a walk instead of coffee. Join a mall walking group. You're tackling 2 longevity thieves at once. And now, the #1 habit that steals the lifespan of most seniors, a diet dominated by processed foods and poor nutrition. This is the big one, and here's why it beats out everything else on this list. Food isn't just fuel, it's information for your cells. Every single thing you eat either fights disease or feeds it, promotes inflammation or reduces it, supports healthy aging or accelerates decline. And the standard modern diet filled with processed foods is slowly poisoning us. Here are the sobering facts. A study in the journal JAMA followed over 100,000 people and found that for every 10% increase in ultra-processed food consumption, there was a 14% increased risk of early death. These are foods like packaged snacks, sugary drinks, processed meats, frozen dinners, and most things that come in a box or bag with a long ingredient list. But here's what makes this the #1 longevity thief. Poor nutrition affects everything else on this list. It makes sleep worse, it decreases energy for social activities, it increases inflammation that makes you want to sit more. It's the foundation that either supports healthy aging or undermines it. Let me break down what happens with poor nutrition in seniors specifically. First, muscle loss accelerates. You need adequate protein to maintain muscle, and most seniors don't eat enough. They need more protein than younger adults, not less. Without muscle, you become frail, increase fall risk, and lose independence. Second, cognitive decline speeds up. Your brain needs specific nutrients, omega-3 fats, B vitamins, antioxidants. Processed foods are nutritionally bankrupt. Studies show that seniors eating a Mediterranean-style diet have a 35% lower risk of cognitive impairment. Third, chronic inflammation runs rampant. Processed foods are inflammatory. Inflammation is the root cause of nearly every age-related disease: heart disease, diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer's, arthritis. Fourth, your immune system weakens. Seniors are already at higher infection risk. Poor nutrition makes this dramatically worse. Dr. Valter Longo, a leading longevity researcher, says the right diet can add 10 to 15 healthy years to your life. The wrong diet can subtract just as many. The solution? You don't need a perfect diet. You need a better diet. Here's what actually works. Build meals around real whole foods. Think foods your great-grandmother would recognize: vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, nuts, fish, eggs, lean meats. Follow the 80-20 rule. Eat 80% of the time well, and don't stress about the other 20%. Perfectionism leads to giving up. Prioritize protein at every meal. Aim for 25 to 30 grams per meal. Greek yogurt, eggs, fish, chicken, beans, lentils. This protects your muscle mass. Eat colorful vegetables daily. Different colors provide different antioxidants and nutrients. The more variety, the better. Include healthy fats, olive oil, avocados, nuts, fatty fish like salmon. These reduce inflammation and support brain health. Stay hydrated. Seniors often lose their sense of thirst. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water daily. Dehydration accelerates cognitive decline. Minimize added sugars and refined carbohydrates. These spike blood sugar, promote inflammation, and accelerate aging at the cellular level. Here's a simple meal template that hits all the right notes. Half your plate vegetables, a quarter lean protein, a quarter whole grains, and add a small amount of healthy fat. And one more critical point, it's never too late. Studies show that seniors who improve their diet see benefits within weeks: better energy, better sleep, better cognition, better lab markers. Your body is remarkably resilient.
Now here's what makes this information truly powerful. These 4 habits don't just add up, they multiply. When you address all 4 together, the benefits are exponential. Think about it. When you eat better, you have more energy to be social. When you're social,
You're less likely to sit all day. When you move more, you sleep better. When you sleep better, you make better food choices. It's a positive upward spiral. A study from the University of Cambridge followed 20,000 people and found that those who practiced just 4 healthy behaviors, not smoking, exercising moderately, drinking alcohol in moderation, and eating 5 servings of fruits and vegetables daily, lived 14 years longer on average than those who practiced none of these behaviors. 14 years. And these weren't even all the habits we've discussed today. The beauty is that you don't have to fix everything at once. Pick one habit, master it, then add another. Small, consistent changes create remarkable transformations. Let's recap the 4 habits that steal the lifespan of most seniors. Number 4, social isolation, the loneliness that silently damages your health. Number 3, staying up late and poor sleep quality, robbing your body of essential restoration. Number 2, prolonged sitting, the new smoking that damages you even if you exercise. And number 1, poor nutrition and a processed food diet, the foundation that determines whether you age well or age poorly. But here's the message I want you to walk away with. You have more control over your longevity than you think. These aren't things that happen to you. They're choices you make every single day, and every day is a new opportunity to choose differently. If you're watching this and you're a senior, please know it is not too late. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal and regenerate when given the right conditions. If you're watching this for a parent or grandparent, share this video with them. Have a loving conversation about these habits. Offer to help them make changes. Maybe commit to making changes together. Here's your action step. Pick just one habit from this list, the one that resonated most with you. Make one small change this week. That's it, just one, because that one small change can trigger a cascade of positive transformations. If this video has helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Share it with someone you love who needs to hear this message. And remember, every single day, you're either adding to your lifespan or subtracting from it. The choice is yours. Thank you for watching, and here's to many more healthy, vibrant years ahead.
Click here to watch my next video on the exact foods that fight aging. And don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing health information.